Hey everybody, welcome to Chatting with Chops. My name is Karen. I try and make fun and entertaining videos that might teach you something. Today is another part in the series of parenting a college student. And today we're going to talk about what do I do now? Okay, so in the past videos you've heard me talk about, okay, well now we have a college student and we've got to kind of navigate what that feels like. Well, one of the things I was talking about in a previous video is the fact that, okay, you've devoted all your attention and time and energy towards being a mom and helping your child, and now they're at college doing their college thing. What now? What do you do? Well, I mean, we all have things that we enjoy doing and want to, enjoy, and we're going to talk about that now. So let's get started.
It's Friday and I'm on fire.
So again, this is a parenting series, so stick around towards the end and I'll tell you what the next one in the series will be. But right now we're going to talk about what do I do now. I spent all my time, happily, that was my choice to do that, to do things with my daughter, and now it's like about 6 months before she was going to be going away to school, it was like, wait a minute, I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands. What am I going to be doing with that? And so I started looking and researching, and again, like I've said in previous videos, it's like they have all these great videos on how to, help your child become a college student and what to pack and how they're emotionally going to be able to handle that. And then they have all these great empty nest videos that want to help you with your marriage. Well, I'm happy to say my marriage is great. We'll do another video about, fun things that you can do to help your marriage or encourage, the fact that it's just the two of you. And I'll talk about that in future videos. But right now I was just trying to figure out, what am I going to do now? I've got all this time. And so I looked and I found a few videos, and I found this, I'm part of a great Facebook group that's all high school and college students, parents that are in the group. And a lot of the suggestions they would give would be to, okay, now is the time to redecorate the house. Do all these great things you want to do to the house. Or, oh, here's all these fabulous trips that you could go on. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have any more money today than I did yesterday. I had a high school student yesterday that, happily I chose to do private school tuition. And now I have a college student that I'm helping get through college. So my income didn't change from yesterday to today. So I don't know how I'm going to afford all of those great trips and things. And, yes, I am, thinking that we will be able to travel maybe when COVID is settled down and everything. But so those were all the suggestions I got. And I'm like, okay, well, that didn't really help me much. So I started thinking about the fact of, all right, well, some people spend their whole lives thinking about, well, when am I going to do this and when am I going to do that? And a lot of people call them their bucket list. There was a movie a while back that was about a bucket list, and it was just all the things the guy wanted to do before he died. Well, I hate that name. I don't want to think about making a list of the things I want to do before I die. I want to think about what things I'd like to do with my time. So I came up with a dream list, is what I called it. And I started putting things down that maybe I never really thought about the fact that I wanted to learn how to do this, or yeah, there is this great trip that I'd like to go on. Well, let's put it on the list. That way, if I get a bonus tomorrow, not going to happen, but if I got a bonus tomorrow, okay, well, now I know somewhere I'd like to go. I'm not going to be wasting a whole lot of time trying to figure out, oh, well, have a weekend, what can we do? Well, let's go to that great place. And, not everything costs money, so, there are some great places you can go for free. And so I started thinking about things like that. Maybe what is something that I've always wanted to try to learn or wanted to do and never felt like, oh, well, I'll do that later, or I don't have the time to do that right now because I'm having more fun doing this thing right here. And again, I don't like it as a bucket list because these are things that are going to be fun for me to do right now. And they could be something as easy as, you know, if you've got a ton of kids in the house and and you never could take a bubble bath. I have a friend of mine that her kids never let her take a bubble bath in peace. Well, I would imagine that would be the first thing on her dream list is, I want to be able to start taking a bubble bath every Sunday night with a glass of wine and a book and not be disturbed. Little things like that can be on a dream list. It doesn't have to be that it's something that you never could do because your child was around. I mean, I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there like me. My daughter was a perfect joy to be around. So there were never a lot of things that my husband and I wanted to do without her. It was always family activities. We enjoyed that more than anything else. So just think about things that maybe you didn't have time to do before, or maybe there were other things that kind of got in the way of that. If you really like gardening, but the yard was devoted to, something else at the time. I mean, again, it's whatever makes you happy. It can be simple little things, or maybe it is that you want to start saving pennies now because you want to be able to go to Tahiti one day. And I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And maybe look into hobbies that you may have never had time to do before. I know that in my community, there's not a lot of like clubs or groups or things other than, religious organizations, which that's wonderful if that's what you want to devote more of your time to. But like I said, there's not a lot of other things. So it's like, okay, well, there aren't book clubs. Well, what about consider starting one? Sorry. But those are the kind of things that you want to think about now of, okay, I have time now. My husband, and he has his own hobbies. We do spend a lot of time together. And again, that's for another video, but you need to have things that are for you, that you enjoy doing, that you want to spend time doing. And now you kind of have the opportunity to do that. One of the other things I wanted to point out before I end this video, because again, these are supposed to be super short, quick videos to just kind of get you to thinking about things on your own. I'm not here to, preach to anybody. I don't have a counselor's degree or anything like that. Just wanted to get your mind thinking about some of these things because there's just not a lot of information about it out there. But remember too that, yeah, your child's gone off to college and you've got all this time. But think about too that when you come up with things that make you happy and you enjoy doing, well, that just makes you a better person to be around. So, you are going to be sad. You're going to miss your child, and you're going to want to be a part of their life still, of course. But you should have things that you enjoy doing that make you happy, and stuff that you can do now. And even if it is to, remodel a room and you do it on a budget in your regular, scheduled expenses, you can do that. It might take a little bit longer, but you don't have to, it's not like you're just suddenly, okay, you just got this, huge windfall of money and you've got stuff to do with it. So just think about that. Fun little things that'll make you happy. And as I said, the hint for the next video that I'm going to do is going to be talking about going from family to just being the two of you and how to kind of navigate that in a happy, positive way. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and put comments below. I would love to hear from you. Any questions that you have or future videos you'd like me to make. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.